Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Living Free with Little. My name is Debbie. First, I'd like to do a correction. I put my video on private because I'm uploading this tonight for an update on what's going on. They still haven't found them. But I said officer shot another officer. It's not an officer. Sometimes when I'm not thinking, I was really focusing, looking around because I'm pretty nervous. They're right down. We just seen a footage. I'm going to try to add a footage. Hold on for a minute. Sorry, I had to get this. Den is in the woods searching around. The guy hasn't been captured, but I'm giving you an update and a little bit of footage of our town where they're located at, which is not even 5 minutes away from us, right down the road. We haven't left since they've been telling us this. So he's down there just searching around, looking. So I apologize what I said and thank you for that person. So I'll probably unprivate the other one, but or upload a new one saying correction on there, because I don't want people to think, what's going on, that I said officer. I don't want to say anything wrong. But I thank you for commenting there. So I'm just going to now leave the two links of the an update. They did it in town with the news telling them what's going on, location and everything. So, and also who this guy is, what he looks like, and where he's originally from. He's not even from around here. It looked like he had a stolen vehicle or something. They said out of state. We don't know if it was actually his state or not. But you know how you get different rumors. But he's somewheres around, or he's long gone out of here, because he got caught last night around 6:30 when he shot that officer and then fled. But now we know why, because he killed a woman in New Orleans. So watch this footage, and that's how I'm going to end it. But apologize once again, and yeah, and I want to thank I think it was Joy Farmer. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that, because I don't want to get false information, even though the footage said what it was. So, all right, here it is.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Katie Moore.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. A manhunt is underway in rural Tennessee for the suspect police say shot and killed a woman in broad daylight in the Tremaine neighborhood.
It is shocking, and it happened in the 1400 block of Iberville. That same man, identified as B.J. Brown, is also accused of shooting a police officer during a traffic stop in Erin, Tennessee. That's a small city that's west of Nashville. And Paul Murphy reports there's video circulating on social media that shows the brutality of Monday's killing here in New Orleans.
According to police, 32-year-old B.J. Brown hit the road after he allegedly shot and killed a woman in a Treme parking lot. The shooting happened in the 1400 block of Iberville Street Monday morning around 9:30. Family members identified the victim as Cassandra Jones. They say Jones and Brown used to date. According to a witness, Brown shot Jones in the back and she ran until she collapsed. Video shows a man carrying a long gun walk up to Jones, who was struggling on the ground, and shoot her 2 more times. New Orleans actor and activist Amir Baraka saw the video. He called the murder shocking because of its brutality and for what he sees as a lack of outrage in the community.
I didn't see no football players, no basketball players, nobody tweeting about this. This was a black woman that was brutally gunned down, murdered like a dog in the street. I wouldn't shoot a dog like that. And nobody said a word.
According to police, while on the run, Brown shot a police officer in Erin, a small city in rural Tennessee. The town's police chief, Mark Moore, said the suspect got out of his car during a traffic stop and fired at the officer, striking him while he was in his patrol car.
Officer returned fire at the suspect as he fled on foot from the scene.
The chief said the officer's injuries are not life-threatening. There are dozens of searchers now looking for Brown in rough terrain in a wooded area west of Nashville.
Make no mistake whatsoever, this was an ambush on an officer. Rest assured, we will not rest until he's captured, justice is served, whether it be by a jury or Jesus, and that'll be his choice.
Back in New Orleans, Baraka is telling visitors to avoid the city right now.
Listen, man, do not come to New Orleans. I just tweeted that. Don't come to New Orleans. This is like Ukraine. You better go into Ukraine. Don't come to New Orleans.
Brown is wanted for second-degree murder in connection with the Treme shooting. He is also facing a long list of serious charges in Tennessee. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
Oh, the NOPD is asking anyone with information on the whereabouts of B.J. Brown or any information related to the fatal shooting in the 1400 block of Iberville to contact the NOPD Homicide Unit at 504-658-5300, or you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously.
We're not sure if he's barefoot at this point. I know that he was, contact was made at some point throughout this morning, and some of his belongings were located in a shed, including some shoes that he had previously had on. But as far as the investigation in that'll be on TBI. I'm not sure, man. I wasn't at the scene.
At that point, did he say anything to the officers who made contact?
I wasn't on scene. I can't advise.
So we know that the New Orleans Police Department is looking for him.
I can't comment on that because I haven't had any contact with New Orleans. We're worried about our community here at the moment, and I'm sure we'll get in contact with them just like everybody else wants to.
We will tell you one of the plans that we're going to do that we did last night. We utilized the outside agencies along with our agencies to go house to house to make sure that everybody's okay. And the residents of Houston County has been very cooperative in doing that. I said our role is to get to people where they need to be because we're more familiar with the county and the areas. And I want everybody to know that we're mighty blessed to have these agencies all come together and help us in this time of crisis. And like I said, now we're coming to the table, the U.S. Marshals, and the FBI, TBI, and outside agencies now to give us a more broad area of expertise. So, everything.
The last I had contact with him, he was still in Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Stable condition, his spirits was good. He was feeling as well as could be expected. We just going to continue to pray for his well-being and hope that he's back with us soon.
Are you able to release his name yet?
Not at this time.
I have just a couple questions that weren't answered earlier. Just the car that the suspect was driving, can you describe what it looked like? Was it like an SUV or was it a car?
It was a sedan.
A sedan. Okay. What color was it?
Burgundy, I believe.
Yeah, I'm saying burgundy. Yeah.
Everything was unfolding so quick and everything. We was more interested in his health, and city officers along with the deputies contained area to TBI got their specialist on scene to work the scene of the car.
While they was working that scene, I was at the hospital with my officer, so I wasn't privy to that.
We were over there where the search was happening, and we noticed just very steep hills and then a couple different helicopters flying overhead. Are you guys using like any technology like infrared or anything just to kind of search the woods, or how's that work?
We're utilizing any resources that we can get provided to us, and that is some of the resources that we're utilizing. They've been flying pretty much non-stop for the past 24 hours. We're very thankful for those supplying those resources to us.
Working shifts, I'm sure, pilot-wise, right?
Sure, yes, sir. Well, you know, the guys on the ground, the girls on the ground, they're getting burned out. It's been hot, and when you get in the woods, it's even worse. And some of our TAC guys have really took a beat today, and our dogs as well. But we're not going to stop. We're going to continue on this search, and we're going to succeed, and we're going to find them, and we're going to do the job, do it well.
Nightfall will be here soon.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you instructing the residents anything further? Are you considering a curfew possibly?
Well, not as much as curfew. What we plan to do last night, we just went house to house and checked on everybody's well-being. We live in a small community. We don't know everybody, but we know most of everybody. And we just want them to feel secure, let them know that they're out there. These other agencies have really come to the table with this and helping us, and it's worked out real good. The residents are responding well to it, and we're going to continue these efforts to this guy's call.
Anything else you guys want to say?
We would both like to thank everyone that sent prayers for not only this county and the surrounding counties in Tennessee, but we've had people who respond from out of state, and we certainly appreciate the prayers. The residents of this county has come and fed these officers, watered the officers. I mean, we couldn't ask for better, and to be honest, working with y'all has been good too, and we thank y'all for helping get our message out.
Gentlemen, if I could get your first and last name and title.
Sir?
Your first and last name and title.
Mine is Kevin Sugg, S-U-G-G. I'm the sheriff of Houston County.
Mark Moore, I'm the chief of police for the city of Erin.
Well, since you watched it, this is the ending, and what I want to do is I'll keep updating you, and I'll try to I have a lot of videos that I can put out, but I just didn't put them together. But this was, I think, is very important for other people to see, because they don't really, they have it on Facebook, but they don't have it on YouTube. But they just keep on putting updates, so I'm hoping he's okay out there. That's what scares me, because now I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, because he's in this surrounding area, they know. And we're really thick. Seeing that video of how, the footage is, we're pretty thick here with rural area and missing homes, like 5 or whatever. So, all right, I'll keep these guys posted. I'll try to keep updating you. I don't know, probably tomorrow I'll update you with other stuff and see what happens. They really can't update us, because if he has a Facebook or anything, just having a phone on him, he could find out and then reroute and do things to avoid, because he's watching. So they really have to be safe about that, what they're going to say and where they're at, because he don't want him to retrack and stop his route and then goes a different way, because he knows where we're at, the cops are at and TVI at. So, but now we got 2 men. They found the white truck of the other one, but not him. So he's somewheres. He could be heading towards this way. But I'm just surprised this guy's from New Orleans made it to our little town in Erin, Tennessee, getting pulled over. So, it's a small world, and I hope everybody be safe out there. Like I said, put prayers out for these officers that were shot, and hopefully for, recovery. So, all right, guys, you have a good one. Bye now.